gangs if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened, it's untrue, and there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying. They got a gang on that side. They know what it is. They know who the gang is. Why Earthquake not in movies? 'Cause he's illiterate. He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him. Like, all of these dudes are co-entwined and they share secrets, and this is the age of truth. And the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies.
The name came up when recently when Katt Williams did his interview with Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk about just that conversation, period. What has that conversation done for black comedy?
Comedy, I don't think anything, because there wasn't no jokes in it. You understand? I'm in the joke telling business. You know what I mean? So it didn't do anything, I think, for comedy. Personally speaking, me and him was cool. So, you know, I didn't know where that came from. Certain things he said about me, half was true, half was, was a lie, but to each his own. I don't even get into that part of it because, see, I'm a type of person, if I have a problem with you, Charlamagne, I'm going to call you, and man to man, and we either going to talk it out, we're going to duke it out, but we're going to handle it man to man. I don't talk shit he can keep.
Why do you say you can't read? Where did that come from?
I don't know. I mean, y'all into terrestrial. First of all, it's a lie. Because I used to be a WBLS.
You did radio for years.
I did radio. And everybody in radio wants to be like y'all and be syndicated. But if you're not syndicated and you just got one station, only way you get some money off live reads in traffic and the rest of them. So it came to that. And another thing, 9th grade, I was picked to go to Georgetown in the Upper Bound program.
Upper Bound ain't no joke.
Upper Bound program. I don't know. Also in the military as a air traffic controller. Could have been an air traffic controller, but I wanted to get out of my mother's house. So I said, what job can I leave today to leave her house? They said, you can be an air traffic controller. You can come back in 6 months and leave. I said, I need to leave today. What you got? They said loading nuclear weapons. I said, I'll take it.
He definitely said you was funny, though. He said you was funny. He said nobody gets the Earthquake not funny. He definitely said that.
Yes. Yeah. And I appreciate that because it's the truth.
Now, I was like, he just came out of nowhere.
Well, I don't know what is the motivation on it. I have been in this business for 30 years. We as comedians have never did that type of thing ever before. We're not rappers. We don't have beefs. You have a disagreement with a comic, we take it with the individual and handle it as such. Outside of just, doing that thing was the first time ever seeing it done. But we're on a new age now. Right. You know what I mean? It's a different age. And I don't know what the motivation of the brother is. When I first ran into Katt, he was the most phenomenal doing things that never been done in here. He was selling out Madison Square Garden type arenas on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And I was coming into Oakland and they was like, Katt gonna be here. I said, what? I just got here. What are you gonna do? Where he at this Friday? Like, nah, he Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at where the Warriors play. I was like, oh my God.
I don't know, man. A lot of people gonna say, man, Katt might have been right, man. You might have had to read something. And that's why it dropped.
Him.
Well, listen, you got to prove things to the internet, so go ahead and read that.
Read that. It's a live read. Read it out loud.
Katt Williams is a liar.
That man can read. They didn't play too much of it.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and the Katt Williams interview gonna be getting talked about for a while, I see, because everybody who got mentioned in there is gonna have an opportunity to respond. Some went directly to social media, some have done it in interviews, and then others are still doing interviews. And Earthquake just pulled up to the Breakfast Club again and spoke on it right there. And I had the links in the description for the Club Shay podcast, where you can watch that in full, and also the Breakfast Club, where the the interview with Earthquake dropped, and you could get the entire context of that, because a lot more was discussed. And he said directly, hey, man, it's a lie. I can read. And, hey, I'll acknowledge that he did say that I was funny. Earthquake is an entertaining nigga, no doubt about it. Earthquake also gave Katt Williams his credit for being entertaining, doing the big shows, being a stand-up comedian, doing things he had never saw before, and gave him his credit as an actor. But I will say this real quick, Earthquake, for the internet, for the trolls, you might should have went on ahead and read a little paragraph for niggas, bro, because they gonna hold it over your head that you ain't get up in there and really just read nothing. That's just what the internet gonna do. I'm not concerned either way. That nigga Earthquake, any of these comedians niggas grew up on, been watching for years and years, even back to the Def Comedy Jam days, Comic View days, any regular day-to-day TV shows. I can care less if a nigga can read or not. I remember they was trying to come at Floyd Mayweather about that issue. Nigga, I do not care. That don't make me look at you like you less than or this or this or that. It might come up in niggas' conversations, but trust me, if you talented, nigga, you talented when it comes to things like that. Just keeping it all the way 1,000. But that nigga Katt Williams shook the game up with that. Another conversation that came up was, what has it done for comedy? Earthquake said he didn't feel that it really did a lot for comedians. It was more just some shock value stuff, and it benefited the people that he shouted out and showed the love to, but all of that is gonna die down. But on the other side of it, and he got, he in comedy, this is his field, this is his expertise, his craft. I'll say this, you might can't see it directly, but indirectly, it did put a lot of eyes on comedy. Now, it was some niggas who feelings might got hurt this interview. Some niggas might have felt that he went too far and did too much. But what Charlamagne was saying is something I've been saying from the first day. Like, hold on, bro. I'm seeing everybody online talking about comedy every single day now. Niggas is looking up old videos. Niggas is going back in the game. Nigga, I done went back and just looked up old memorable moments that I had in funny shows and just stand-up events and things and old jokes that had a nigga going down through there. And we ain't seen that with comedy for a long time. Comedy gonna be here to stay, especially our type of comedy as black people. Our comedy is always different than everybody else's, bro, because it be real live reflections of how niggas really act, how niggas really move. And I get what he's saying. Hey, nigga, we can holler at each other in person, but in Katt Williams' defense, some niggas spoke on his name in public and in private. Niggas started some rumors about him. That nigga feel like, hey, I want to address this nigga, and I'm going to get at these niggas about some niggas selling their souls, some niggas bending over backwards and things like that. Whatever. All these niggas is actors. All these niggas is comedians. All these niggas is entertainers. Long as they making their money, turning up, doing they 1-2 thing, ain't nobody getting boxed out the game. We don't want to see none of that. Long as we here to laugh, crank they jokes, get y'all licked back, respond, turn the negatives into a positive, turn the publicity into paper. Let's get it, man. That nigga Earthquake came on there and said, nigga, I can read. I tell y'all this right here. You should have probably gone read for them internet trolls, though. I ain't gonna even lie. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.